but you brought this upon yourself. Woo! We want the truth and nothing else. Yeah. Woo! No, we are sick and tired of hearing the song. Tell us how you are going to change right from wrong. But if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Woo! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. It's Friday, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It is Flashback Friday. As you can hear, I came in with Stevie Wonder's 1974 classic, You Haven't Done Nothing. And y'all know that verse that I came in with is very relevant to what we're going through today. So as you can see, I entitled this video, The State of the World. And man, I entitled it that because of the problems that we are dealing with in the state of this world. And I am talking about President Trump's comments, the Colin Kaepernick's protests, talking about the hurricanes that just destroyed islands, and especially Puerto Rico. And I'm talking about still the racism that we're dealing with today. Now, if you look at all that, the state of our world is not going in the right direction at all. At all. And my opinion of President Trump's comments that he's been making is very distasteful. Very distasteful. And as a president of the United States, he should be trying to unify us. But instead, with the comments that he's been making, it caused a bigger division. And I mean, most of the things that he's been commenting on has been outright horrible and disrespectful and just horrible. And especially the recent comments that he said to the NFL about the national anthem. Now, with all the Russian stuff that is going on in an investigation that they are doing, he hasn't spoke on that. The people in Puerto Rico don't have no power. That island has been destroyed. Everything. People done lost houses. Everything. But he hasn't talked about that. But his main concern is about people, quote unquote, kneeling because of the national anthem and disrespecting veterans and disrespecting America. Really, really? And yeah, I was about to call him professor, but no. Really? President Trump? Really? Really? And speaking of this kneeling and the Colin Kaepernick situation, this bugs me out because what he was kneeling for was not what it just makes me so mad. What he was kneeling for was not what President Trump was saying in his comments. He was saying that, oh, if you don't stand for the national anthem, you're disrespecting the veterans and the people that fought for this country and disrespecting the flag and things like this. Colin Kaepernick wasn't even kneeling because of that. He was kneeling because of the injustice that black men and black women were dealing with police brutality. We say we're America. We say we're one. We're unified. One nation. But at the end of the day, black people are still seeing injustice. And that's what Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for. Not to disrespect the veterans. Not to disrespect anybody. He did it very peacefully. It wasn't outlandish and crazy. And it was not disrespecting the national anthem. He was doing it because of the injustice of his people. But our president didn't see it that way. And he made it something that it was not. And it's sad. And it's really, really sad. And again, you would think that all that we're dealing with right now, our president will want to unify us. And with his comments, he's not unifying us. It's crazy to think that, racism is still here. We still dealing with it. And if people say we're not, I don't know what world you're living in, but we're still dealing with it. But it was like we were starting to close up a little bit, just a little bit. But now with our president's comments, it's going like this. Especially after what we're dealing with Charlottesville and things like that, you would think our president would be like, we need to stand together, y'all. We need to be one. We need to show these other countries that's ready to destroy us. We need to stand together and be one. We need to protect America. But no, he's not doing that. He is not doing that. And that's why, for me, I let music speak for me. I'm not the one to go on social media and really comment and say my views. I put in videos. I connect through music. And that's why I do videos. So I wanted to do a video on this so bad, but I was like, I didn't know how I was going to attack it. So, you know, inspiration comes from anywhere. So I was listening to the 50 Cent and Ebro interview, where Ebro was telling 50 Cent he feels as though that 50 Cent ruined hip-hop and ruined real hip-hop and ruined it for New York rappers, and New York wasn't getting played because of him. And 50 Cent was like, but wait a minute, you were the program director. You are the one that plays the music. So if you ain't playing the music, ain't nobody hearing it. It's not my fault. Okay, yes, I'm a big artist and you're going to play mine, but there's so many other people that you see records go through here every day and you don't play them. And I said, bing, I got an idea. My idea was, I really agree with 50. I feel like our program directors are really important when it's feeding music to our younger generation. They're really, whatever is on their playlist, whatever they put into the playlist is what is feeding to our younger generation. And we need, especially with what we're going through now, we need to hear some social conscious songs on these radio stations. Now, for the last 3 days before I did this, because I wanted to do this video, but I didn't know how. So, of course, I was listening to iHeartRadio that, you know, has Hot 97 and Power 105.1 and a lot of these stations that's kind of big and that's mainstream. And I said, I want to listen. I want to know what they're talking about, especially with what we're dealing with. Now, a lot of these stations are talking about what's going on in our world, but the music don't coincide with it. It's like you're talking about President Trump and his comments, but then you go play something by Lil Yachty, or you go play something Cardi B. Congratulations to her. Now, I'm not dissing the new music at all, because yes, I like to party, I like to get my groove on, I like to listen to the music, I like all that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We are living in trying times right now, and our music should reflect that. And it's like we have big artists that's making music about it. Why isn't this being played? And I listened to the radio 3 days in a row. So this is from my truth. And I'm hearing, you know, we got people like J. Cole that made a song, Be Free. We got Kendrick that did an album, To Pimp a Butterfly, talking about this. All right. What is it? Blacker the Berry. So many songs. So many songs. And it's not be Solange came out with a Seat at the Table. She won a Grammy for it. Why isn't any of her songs being played? For Us, By Us. Her, Dream, and BJ the Chicago Kid. Beyonce and Kendrick have a song entitled Freedom. Why isn't these songs being played? When the whole 9/11, the World Trade situation happened, every 5-10 minutes, they were playing either the national anthem, they were playing What's Going On, they were playing Stevie's song, they were playing songs that had a social conscience to it because it was reflecting what was going on in our world. Why isn't mainstream radio doing that? And that's sad. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do my top 7 songs that I feel should be the type of songs that's being played on the radio. Now, this is a Flashback Friday song video, but it's still, these songs are still relevant today, that they can be played on the radio, so it can connect to the younger generation. They have a beat. You can dance to it, but it's still a message there. So you can know what's going on in your world, rather than if you wanted to. Like, okay, fine. You hear that, but what's really going on in your world? That's what our songs need to reflect. And I feel like PDs should start playing these type of records, really, and they're not doing that. So I'm going to be the PD at Junior's World of Soul, even though I always am. But I'm going to be the PD today, and I'm going to give y'all my 7 songs, again, that I feel like that is relevant to the times and can be played on, you know, mainstream radio, because it reflects the trying times that we going through. So let's get this started. Started with number 7, since I titled the video The State of the World, and thanks to Janet for that. I felt like, why not talk about a song off her legendary Rhythm Nation album. This song right here really explains a lot of what's going on in our world today. And it's number 3 on the album. No, it's actually number 4 on the album. And here we go. Drugs and crime spreading on the street. People can't find enough to eat. Now our kids can't go out and play. That's the state of the world today. The state of the world. Ooh, baby. Like, come on. When y'all hear that, isn't that the truth of a lot of the things that we're going through today? For real, like, it's powerful. 28 years ago, Janet made this record. And 28 years later, we're still talking about the same thing. What does that tell you? It's sad. It's really sad. And when the Baltimore uprisings was going on, and it was like all over the news, everything, like, you know, it was all over the place, which I was happy, because it was like people were talking about on the radio, the TV, CNN, MSNBC, you know, even Fox News. They were all talking about it. And it was like I came home, and music speaks for me, and it speaks to me. And the first song I could think about is State of World, because I'm like, wow, we're still in the state of world. That she came out with this song in '89, and we're still, and this is still a topic. And I'm like, wow, what changes we have made. And it's crazy. And speaking of mainstream world, back in '91, this was like the last single off the Rhythm Nation album. Like, man, Rhythm Nation album was the best album of 1990. Janet owned 90. And it was like, yo, every song was huge. You know, Rhythm Nation, Miss You Much, all those songs. But finally, this song, State of the World, still was on mainstream radio, was still getting airplay. And I respect Janet, what she did with this whole album, because what she did was, yeah, I know you guys like to dance, but I want y'all to hear the message. I want y'all to understand why you dancing, what's going on in your world. And we need to really start doing something about it, start making a change together. And I was like, wow, that's just powerful. And that song, this song is just so powerful. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so sad that when you listen to these lyrics, it still applies today. You would think a little change has happened. None whatsoever. Just listen. Drugs and crime spreading on the street. People can't find enough to eat. Now our kids can't go out and play. That's the state of the world today. So sad. It's so sad. But I really respect what Janet did for this. And songs like this, if that was getting played on mainstream radio in 1991, why can't it be played today? And songs like it. You know what I mean? It just bugs me out. So, but coming in at number 7 is Janet's State of World. Now, the song coming in at number 6 is from Brother Marvin Gaye. The song is coming from his legendary What's Going On album. And no, it's not What's Going On. But this song is just as powerful. It's actually the next song. And I feel like it speaks to the situation that we're going through right now, especially with jobs and homelessness, definitely with the people in Puerto Rico, even with the people over here. It's like we're still dealing with this stuff. And the song is called What's Happening, Brother. And it's like this is a conversation that Marvin is having, and I think it's so dope. So coming in at number 6 is What's Happening, Brother, and here we go. It's new, my friend. Come on. Can't find no work, can't find no job, my friend. Money is tighter than it's ever been. I don't know what's going on across this land. What's happening, brother? Woo! What's happening, my man? Like, I love that. I love that. And it's like, again, Marvin is having a conversation with you. And it's like, yo, what's going on? What's this? Can you believe what's going on in this world right now? Do you see what's going on with this world? And I feel like the younger generation needs to hear songs like this on the radio so they can start asking themselves, well, dang, if somebody like Marvin or our current R&B, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say Bronson Tiller is talking about, or whatever his name is, or Tory Lanez, or whoever they feel like is representing R&B music. It's talking about this. What's really going on? Why can't we have conversations like this? And it's crazy that just like with Janet, 28 years ago with State of the World, 46 years ago, Marvin came out with this album and it's still relevant. You can play this song and people will be like, whoa, this is still going on in our world. He was saying this thing in 1971, and here we are in 2017, and we're still saying the same thing. Like, this is sad, and it's like we still want the world to be better. That's what we want. We want to hear the news saying that our world is getting so much better. You know, things are getting better. Our communities are getting better. We want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear this song, it really makes me want to have a conversation with my grandfather. That's one thing, because, you know, he would watch CNN all the time. He loved watching CNN. He wanted to know what was going on in this world. So when I would go and see him, and we would come and sit and watch it, and maybe a commercial will come on or something like that, and he'll look at me and he'll say, Junior, what do you feel about what's going on, what you just heard? And when I first started doing this with him, because he got me into politics and really social things in the community and things like that, and I remember the first time I did it, I was like, nah, I don't know. And he looked at me, he said, you don't know? But if I ask you about what's going on with the Knicks, or if I ask you what's going on in NBA or what's going on in music, you can tell me. But you sitting here watching CNN and this is going on around you and you can't tell me? What's up? What's up with that? And now every time I listen to this song, I'm like, we need a song like this. Because we need conversations to be had with this younger generation. We need to know how they feeling. I don't want them to tell me the newest dance or what's this. I want them to tell me how they feel about what's going on. I want to know how they feel about President Trump's comments. I want to know what they feel about Colin Kaepernick and him kneeling. I want to know what they think about what's going on in Puerto Rico. How do they feel about it? What do they feel like what we should do as a country? Like, that's what we need. And songs like this, What's Happening, Brother, and it's just a conversation, we can make that work. And, you know, and it's crazy because even though I'm not having these conversations with my grandfather, you know, I love it talking to my girls. And my girls, I'm talking about Alicia, I'm talking about Shelly, and I'm talking about Nikita. Every day, we talk about what's going on in our current world. We want to know each other's opinion. Now, some of it, we may not agree, but we want to know where each other is coming from. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you feel or what's going on in this world? What's going on in this world affects you. So how do you feel about it? You know what I mean? And I feel like songs like What's Happening, Brother can really spark the conversation. And we need a lot of that, really. So coming in at number 6, feel like songs like this can definitely be played on mainstream radio. What's Happening, Brother? If you have not listened to the Marvin Gaye album, I definitely recommend it. You see so many people on social media saying how powerful this album is, and 46 years later, it's still as powerful as it was in 71. So that's just what timeless music is about. So again, coming in at number 6, What's Happening, Brother? Coming in at number 5 is the Anthem by James Brown that will live through me forever, because it's what I am, and I'm proud of it, and I will always say what I am, and this song will connect to me, because again, this is who I am, and this is the song that I am talking about. Here we go. Woo! That's right. That's right. That will never, never, never. I am proud to say I am black, and I ain't got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just so sad. It's so sad what I'm seeing on the news and things like that, where people are sitting here and saying that they bleached themselves and all this kind of stuff because they feel like maybe if they were a little lighter, they will get more respect. And that hurts a black man like me, and a black man that realized what my ancestors did, what my grandparents had to go through for me to get where I am. I will never. I am black and I don't even care. Some people say I'm dark and I look like an Eminem, but I don't even care, because this is me. And I'm proud to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? My ancestors fought for me to be where I'm at today. Me to have a college degree. To me to be working in an engineering company. For me to have my own. For me to just be who I am just because of the trials and tribulations they had to go through. So I will always be proud to say I am black. And this is what I feel like Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for. He felt as a proud black man, he was seeing his black brothers and sisters dying for police brutality, and him on a big platform felt like, I have this big platform, I need to speak for them. A lot of them can't speak for themselves. So what I'm seeing, what they going through, I'm going to speak for them. And I feel like that's what Colin Kaepernick was doing. And it got completely lost in the translation. Completely lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was standing up for what he believed in, and he did it so graciously. And it's like he's being disrespected for it. You know what I mean? And Colin, I respect you, brother. For real. I'm standing beside you. I totally respect what you did. Man, I don't mind how you kneel. You did it very gracefully, and ain't nothing wrong with what you did. You know what I mean? Because he felt as, if we are American citizens, why are we not getting treated like that? You don't see a white police officer killing a white person. Or you don't see a black police officer killing a white person. It was so much in the news about black men and women dying for police brutality. And that's what Colin was standing up for. And I don't mind it. And right now, he's like, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, and I'm standing beside you, brother. And songs like this need to be played, because, again, it's sad when I see people feel like, they say, well, if I was white, I would. How is it now? If I'm sorry, y'all. This is getting a little much for me, because I just saw this and I just read it and it just really hurt me. And I'm like, they feel like white is right, and that's sad. That is just so sad. And I'm just so happy to be who I am. I am a black man. I am happy to be. I wake up happy as a black man. I go to sleep happy as a black man. And that's what you should be proud of. And songs like this, we need this. Because mainstream America, a lot of what I'm seeing really will make you think, like, damn, maybe if I was. We shouldn't even be able to have that thought in our minds. We should be happy on who we are. And That's why songs like Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud really, really needs to be on the airways. And you know that song really kind of messed up James Brown's career. Mainstream world didn't really want to play a lot of his music after that because it was so powerful. And they felt like they couldn't play it because it wasn't mainstream acceptable. And after that, it was kind of like James Brown's career went bad just because he was speaking on something he believed. But now, I need Beyonce, I need Rihanna, I need Jay-Z, I need all of them to make a song like this. So then you can have the mainstream start paying attention. Let's don't get on both knees and try to play both sides, Ray Lewis. But let's stand for what we believe in. And this song, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown, really, really is relevant today. And it will always be relevant to me. So stay strong, Callan, because I'm sticking with you, brother. Really. Alrighty. Woo! Coming in at number 4 is from my favorite group of all time, the OJays. Now, their music is always speaking for the people, but what I like about the OJays is with their music, you can dance to it. But again, there's a message in it. And, you know, songs that they had like Unity, Love Train, Put Your Hands Together, Ship Ahoy. So many songs that really talked about the social issues that we were dealing with. But this song, to me, spoke to the government then. And I think it speaks to the government now. And especially with the situation that's going down in Puerto Rico, those people need help. And the government needs to help it. And this is what they need to do. Coming in at number 5. Here we go. All right. We want freedom, justice, and equality. One for you and one for me. You got to give the people what they want. Don't you know, you got to give the people what they want. Come on. Now, I know that those people in Puerto Rico are feeling this way. Give them what they want. Give them what they need. They need food. They need things. They need money. They need things like that. We need to help them. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I like about Gamble and Huff, you know, they took over for Motown. You know what I mean? You know, my brother Sin and his pops, who I call my pops, he loved Philly soul. And he loved it. And he told me when I saw him, he said, yo, Motown kind of set the foundation, but Philly kind of took it over. And they did. And Gamble and Huff and McFadden and Whitehead and Linda Creed and all of them put social issues into the music. And it was mainstream accessible. You know what I mean? Acceptable. Not accessible, but acceptable. Like, you could, you know, mainstream accepted it. And it was a message in it. You know what I mean? And, you know, come on, yo. Like, you know, those people in Puerto Rico don't have no time to be hearing about the president saying, well, we need to worry about people kneeling and how disrespectful it is. They're not trying to hear that. They want food. They want medical supplies. They want new homes. They want things. And we need to help them with them being U.S. territory. You know what I'm saying? And we need to help our own. And I love how Eddie said, we want freedom, justice, and equality. We want freedom. We want justice. And we want equality. And I'm talking about equality for everybody. I'm talking about for race, sexuality, everybody. Everybody needs to have the respect to do what they want, who they want, when they want. It doesn't matter. You judge the character of the person, not their skin color, not their sexuality, nothing. And I feel like the government needs to give the people what they want. Give it to them. Give it to them. There's those people in Puerto Rico. It's so sad. I was looking at a Daily News, and it's a picture of a lady just sitting there ain't had food in 7 days. No food, no money, no house, and just homeless. But we got our president sitting here saying people are disrespectful, and the owners should tell their they should tell, you know, they should fire whoever don't kneel. People in Puerto Rico ain't trying to hear that. And they are U.S. territory, so they is one of our own. So that's what the president should be worrying about. Why the heck you worrying about NFL? No, worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that song is powerful. Now, it got a nice beat to it. You can sing along to it, but just listen to it. Listen to the words. And if a song like this was played and, you know, somebody big would do a record like this and our PDs will play it, and it will make them think. It's like, oh, I'm hearing the beat, but wow, this is really what's going on in the world. Maybe somebody can spark the change. You know what I mean? And it's just a powerful record. So coming in number 4 is Giving the People What They Want by the OJays. Sticking with the Philly soul, coming in at number 3 is from Howard Melvin, The Blue Notes. Now, everybody these days are claiming to be woke. Stay woke. I'm seeing this as a hashtag on Instagram and Twitter. Stay woke. Stay woke. Well, this song speaks on it. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more back thinking.
Time to thinking ahead. The world changed so very much than what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty. Come on now. Come on now. Does that alone, does that speak on what we're going through right now? War, poverty, everything. Like, it's just sad, man. But everybody is like, we need to stay woke. This song is telling you, wake up, everybody. And we need songs like this. We need songs like this. And it's just powerful. Just listen to this chorus, y'all. Just listen to the chorus. If we just let it be. Nah, 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 nah. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, yeah, just you and me. That's some powerful lyrics right there. That's some powerful lyrics right there. Now, again, our president is so concerned about the NFL and the national anthem. But again, our U.S. territory is being destroyed. Families don't have no place to stay. They staying outside. But we're concerned about how players that making millions of dollars are kneeling because of something they believe in. But that's his focus. But you got people that is connected to the U.S. out here dying and don't got basically nowhere to go. But this is what your focus is. And I feel like maybe if our president will stay woke and stop worrying about the popular things and worry about the right things, then maybe a lot of other people will actually stay woke and start thinking about the right things instead of trying to be popular. That's crazy to me. That's just completely crazy to me. And for real, y'all, we really got to wake up, yo. Like, I'm seeing these hashtags, people saying stay woke. You ain't woke. You just putting that hashtag just so you can be popular. Are you really woke? Are you really know what's going on in your world? Maybe if you may hear songs like this on the radio and maybe start listening to the lyrics and understanding what they are, then maybe you will be woke and you will start doing things to say that you are woke. But just doing a hashtag and keeping it there, you ain't woke. You ain't woke at all. And for me, that's why I don't even put a hashtag up there like that. I just talk about it in videos, and hopefully somebody can be inspired by the videos that I do so they can say, like, I think Tupac said, I might not be the one to help make the change, but I can maybe be the one to spark it. You know what I mean? So, again, this song is really, y'all need to understand, when y'all say stay woke, this song right here, wake up everybody, wake up, seriously, because The things we going through in this world, it is bad. Really, really. It's so depressing, y'all. Like, I know it's like the more I'm getting into this, the more down I'm getting, but it's a lot, y'all. It's just a lot that this world is going through, and it's just sad. It's really sad. But the last two songs is coming from the Impressions. Now, the Impressions were actually one of the first groups to put social issues into their music, thanks to the legendary Curtis Mayfield. And I was telling my moms I was doing a video on this, and I was like, Mom, what songs do you think I should put on this list? And she was like, all the Impression songs. I was like, no, Mom, you gotta pick one. And she was like, okay, well, put Keep On Pushing on there. So of course I had to listen to my mom's. But yeah, but she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right, because songs like this are very powerful. And coming in at number 2 is Keep On Pushing. And here we go.
Don't make sense not to keep on pushing.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, man. Those words right there. We got to keep on pushing during these trying times, man, because this is some trying times we're going through, man. And, you know, like the Impression said, I got the strength and it don't make sense. God gave you the strength to keep on pushing. You got to, because, man, when you think about the stuff that we going through, it will really make you sad and really make you depressed, and you don't even know what to do. But you got to have that strength. And you know, definitely my prayers are going out to the people in Puerto Rico, because it's sad. And, you know, at the end of the day, they have you know, they're alive and they're breathing. And I know it's tough right now, but y'all just got to keep pushing and just have faith in God, and everything will work out. I'm telling you, God will make a way out of no way. I'm telling you, he's done it for me, and he can definitely do it for y'all, for real. And, you know, it's another thing with, when I think about this song, I think about Colin Kaepernick, and I think about, you know, what he went through after going through this drama about him kneeling for something he believed in. And he's been criticized, he's been dissed. He hasn't even been able to get picked up from another team because of this. And you know what I love about Colin Kaepernick? And you look at his pictures on Instagram and you see he's still smiling. He is still smiling, because he like, okay, I stood up for what I believe. I can be happy. You can diss me. You can, because if I don't stand for something, I'll fall for anything. And he has a smile on his face, and he like, I'm going to keep pushing through the trying times. And I'm going to smile through it, because I know I got God. And that's just a beautiful thing. Every time I think about Keep On Pushing and I'm singing the lyrics, I think about Colin Kaepernick, because he got it the worst. This man can't even play a sport that he loved because of what he stood for, and teams don't want to sign him. That's crazy, but he's still smiling. He keep on pushing because he know God gave him the strength. And that's just crazy. And right now, we all got to keep on pushing, because I will keep saying this. I've said this throughout the whole video. We are going through some trying times, and we just got to keep pushing, y'all. We really do. And we know we're not supposed to be on this world forever, but whew, it's just like, wow. It's like a lot of this stuff, I'm speechless, y'all, but it's just like we need songs like this to just, for this younger generation, just to hear, to be inspired, to maybe make a change for the better or something. Because just party records ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. I'm serious. It's not gonna do it. But coming in at number 1 is the first song that I actually thought about when I decided to do this video. Again, it's coming from the Impressions. This song, the great, legendary Donny Hathaway arranged this record. And when I was like, I'm gonna do this video, this was the first song that came to mind. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
If you had a choice of colors. Which one would you choose, my brothers?
If there was no day or night, woo, which one would prefer to be right? Woo, that's some powerful lyrics right there. And this song for me really hit talking about the NFL protest situation. Now, the NFL owners and players were so pissed off that Colin Kaepernick kneeled. But as soon as President Trump came for the NFL, the owners and all of them kneeled. And all of a sudden, everybody want to kneel. Now, the NFL is supposed to be one big family. And you should have had so many people supporting Colin on his decision. You don't gotta, like it, but support him. Understand why he did it. You might be like, nah, I ain't feeling it. But you gotta respect what he did. He was doing it for his coach. He was doing it for him. But now, when Trump comes out and says, y'all NFL owners should fire whoever you feel that disrespects the flag by kneeling, then y'all feel like I'm rich. You're not going to tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. So y'all going to kneel. In my opinion, that was like a slap to Colin. I feel like it was a slap because y'all wasn't kneeling before. Now our president says something, y'all want to kneel. But Colin Kaepernick didn't do no yelling. It was peaceful. He didn't go all out and was loud and crazy like y'all want him to, that y'all making out that he is. But he wasn't. He was not. He did not do this. Like, listen to this part. Like, listen to this part right here. He did not do this. This is what he did not do. Listen to this. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't do no cussing. He didn't do no fuss. He just did a peaceful knee. And that was it. And all hell broke loose. But I thought the NFL was supposed to be one big family and everybody's supposed to have everybody back. But y'all didn't have his. But as soon as Trump dissed the NFL, people want to sit up here and kneel. I don't understand that. Mr. Ray Lewis, explain to me. You said you would never kneel. And then all of a sudden you want to kneel. So then when you kneel, you want to say, I was praying. You ain't pray any other time. Why didn't you do it then? You didn't pray any other time. All of a sudden, oh, how bad it was and how awful, disrespectful it was. I will never kneel. And you did it. But then when people call you out, you want to say I was praying. You could have prayed any other time. You ain't do it then. But now you want to all of a sudden say I was praying. Stop playing both sides, brother. Because it ain't looking too right on your side. Really. It isn't. But I really feel as though that it was a slap to Colin Kaepernick because everybody want to kneel. But y'all kneeling for something different. He was kneeling because of what he felt and what he stood for injustice for blacks. But y'all doing it just because our president said what y'all should do. And y'all owners feel like y'all rich. You ain't going to tell me what I ain't going to do or what I am going to do. So you doing the kneeling for a completely different reason. I don't understand. I really don't understand. And I want to end this song where I want the NFL owners just to think about this for a second. Just listen to this. And the NFL is supposed to be a big family. I don't understand how, but just listen to this. Listen to this.
If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers?
You had a choice. You had a choice to stand with your family, who is Colin Kaepernick. You had a choice, but your choice was it to stand with them. And then finally, when somebody comes for the whole organization, now everybody wants to kneel. Come on, yo. If you had a choice of colors, which one would y'all choose? That's my question to y'all. So, that's it, y'all. That's my top 7 for y'all. Those songs speak to the state of the world we're in today. Number 7 was State of the World by Janet Jackson. Number 6 was What's Happening, Brother by Marvin Gaye. Number 5 was Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud. Number 4 was Give the People What They Want by the OJays. Wake Up Everybody by Howard Melvin and the Blue Notes. And The Temptations, Keep On Pushing, and The Choice of Colors. Now, all these songs were played on mainstream radio. They were #1 songs. They were big records. And they were being played on mainstream radio. So like 50 said in the interview with Ebro, the PDs are responsible to play the real music to feed to the world. And right now, with everything that we're going through, we need to be fed songs that talk about what we're going through, so people can actually start seeing what's going on in their world, really. But in these times, we really need to hear this. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know that I kind of been a little down about it, but it just really, really upsets me with the state of world that we in. And we don't need that. And I feel like, again, music speaks volumes. And if we can have our PDs play these songs, all these songs and these videos that I played, and we need songs like these on the radio. And at least I will even say, at least every hour, play a song that talks about what's going on in our community. Just an hour, every hour, play it. I will be satisfied with that, because at least you're trying. But it just shows me that our PD's not even trying. They just about the dollar and that's it. And that's what you're going to be feeding to our younger generation. This is what they're going to be inspired by. Not a good thing. So, y'all, again, what's going on in our world affects all of us. And I feel like music speaks volumes. We need to have songs like these played on mainstream radio. Really. We really, really do. And I think I've kept y'all long enough. Hopefully y'all enjoyed all the songs. Hopefully y'all enjoy my opinions. Y'all respect my opinions. Put what you feel in the comment section. Let's start a conversation like Marvin did with What's Happening, Brother. Let's talk in the comment box. Tell me what you feel. Tell me where maybe something that I said that you didn't agree with. Let's have this conversation. Let's be respectful to each other. Let's start the conversation. Because maybe we started and we understand where each other coming from. We can get to that road of a solution. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to close it because I also asked my grandmother what song should I put on it. And she told me a song that she felt like is a powerful record of what we're going through right now. And if we start doing the right things, maybe a solution will come one day. And I'm going to end with this one. And here we go. And I'm out on that one, y'all. Peace. Y'all stay woke. Seriously.